influence. Great stuff. Thanks for the report. Tonight, two great backcourts facing off. Brent, how often do you get caught up in a showdown with another guard?
Well, for me, it didn't happen all that much, Kevin, unless I was playing John Barry.
Now
I
come
got
on.
fired
Yeah, right.
up.
I get you.
I think it's amazing when you have these matchups during the regular season and you look at maybe the rhythm of some of these guys coming into the game. Elite point guards, they have the ball in their hands. Sometimes they get caught up in that mano-a-mano duel. And as a two guard or somebody else playing with that player, it's really fun to watch.
You got to check yourself, though, don't you? You got to stay within the bounds.
Oh, there's no doubt that you still want to win the basketball game, but there are moments and minutes where their talent takes over, and that's when the show begins.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. DeRozan and Gay, the wings. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. And it's Murray in at the one spot. Aldridge. And he banks in the layup.
There's such a threat to score from mid-range, but on the inside can do some damage as well.
Murray against Curry. Up and in on the layup.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. DeRozan against Thompson. Fader on the way. The shot comes out, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Gay against Durant. Stolen by Gay. Out to DeRozan. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And I ask you, what can you do? This guy is a phenomenal decision maker.
Brent, when you won your first championship back in 2005, you were inserted into the starting lineup in the playoffs against the Nuggets. What did that feel like?
Well, that was a lot of fun. I joked around a lot about I was replacing Manu in the starting lineup. It was very exciting to have that opportunity, and obviously that team that year going on to do great things. The goal we set out to do was win the championship. Mission accomplished.
And DeRozan throws it down.
Good instinct shown there by Rudy Gay, using some of his street smarts. Can't afford to be careless with the ball around him.
To the inside, deflects the pass. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle too.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
You know, Greg, you hear that since Kevin Durant moved to the Bay Area, he's wasted no time making connections and investments in Silicon Valley.
It's interesting. He's reined in his endorsements by over half, but he's so inquisitive. I think meeting these tech luminaries and learning from them was part of the allure of the Golden State.
DeRozan's shot is off.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate.
And there's the 3-second violation. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Durant. Manu Ginobili's checked in for San Antonio. San Antonio leading. It's stolen by Green, and now it's Green running. He can go all the way. Gay with the block.
Now using his length well on defense, Rudy Gay working hard, swats that one away.
San Antonio again missing. Warriors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Back to Green, stolen by Ginobili. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And finished off by DeRozan.
And I just love seeing Gay share the ball. A solid distributor given his size and ability to see over defenders.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. The offensive rebound. Out to DeRozan. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Warriors with the rebound.
I have no idea why he went with the fadeaway there. The defense was nowhere near him, and he should have just kept it simple.
Curry with a wide open look. Off target from outside. Spurs leading by 4. And here's DeRozan. DeRozan can't get that one to fall.
He's still looking for his shot. Somehow they're winning. They'd like to get him going.
Thompson for three. Rebound by Murray. The Spurs have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Outside Aldridge. Shoots from the elbow. That doesn't go either for DeRozan.
His touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter, and he's missing a ton of shots.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Golden State. Bell is checked in for Draymond Green. Patrick McCaw comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pirtle is checked in for Gay. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Walker's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Mills in for Murray. Bellinelli against Iguodala. Pirtle sets the pick for Bellinelli to the inside. And stolen by Cousins. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Spurs leading by just one. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. So much talent on this Warriors team. Draymond Green talking.
The way I judge, whether we can.
Greg, defense is Draymond's specialty, no question about it.
And it all starts on that end. The Warriors feel like if they take care of business at that end, the offense will take care of itself.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
Yeah, so that disruption is helping out because it's leading to some easy chances on the other end.
On the floor for San Antonio, Aldridge out there with Bellinelli. Then there's Pirtle, and it's Mills, and it's Walker in a shooting guard. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we see new players coming into prominence for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, Greg Popovich gives his veterans credit for accepting it gracefully and helping the young guys be successful. He says it's a tribute to their character and awareness. Kevin?
They certainly have established a great culture in San Antonio. Really something. D.A., thank you. Here's Mills. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And Sean Livingston, one of the most unique players in the league, Greg.
6'7" point guard who excels hitting turnaround jumpers in the post. A bouncy finisher around the rim, a versatile defender, and really a cagey playmaker. No one else like him in our league.
The Spurs shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
The Spurs making a switch here. Gasol's checked in.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
To the wing on the left. Here's McCaw. No good with the triple. And San Antonio shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Warriors have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. For San Antonio, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Mills passes to Gasol. 9 feet out. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Goes back up. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Now Gasol, not the same player Brent he once was, but he still knows how to get the job done.
Yeah, 2001 is when it is that Pau Gasol came into the NBA as a very slightly built Spaniard for the Memphis Grizzlies, but the skill was on display from the very start. He's had a Hall of Fame career, a 2-time champion, and one of the best and most skilled players to play that position in the last 20 years.
The wherewithal from Gasol there, nailing the shot despite the tough defense all over.
The Spurs haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Durant dishes to Bell. Plays it up and banks it in. Bell's got 5.
That's a high percentage score for Jordan Bell, who takes high percentage shots.
McCaw, the pass to Bell. Here's Iguodala. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And you look at Andre Iguodala, the first ever player to win a Finals MVP without starting a single game in the regular season.
That tells you something about his unselfishness and, at the same time, his under-the-radar impact on winning. His willingness to accept that 6-man role right from the beginning, I really feel helped set the tone in that Warriors locker room.
Rudy Gay's checked in for the Spurs.
Andre Iguodala about as reliable as it gets. Steve Kerr calls him the adult in the room.
And the Warriors with some changes. Green comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Steph Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Spurs also with the sub. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Bellinelli.
Oh, the D did just enough to keep him from scoring. Thought that was in for sure.
It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Bell. Bell's got 4 points in the quarter. And Mills kicks to Forbes. And the call will be against Patrick McCaw. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
The Warriors making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. And San Antonio with the change here, too. DeRozan's checked in.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And last summer, after 9 terrific seasons in Toronto, DeMar DeRozan traded to San Antonio.
And guys, you have to feel for the sudden change for DeRozan. Gave Toronto some of their best years. At the same time, happy that DeRozan has gone to an organization that has proven success over the years.
And San Antonio shooting a low 30% mark from the field. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Warriors. DeMarcus Cousins. .144 left to play here in the second quarter. And it's all evened up. Cousins has got 6.
I think this is where Cousins operates best. Comfortable using his size and comfortable in the painted area.
And Forbes kicks to Gay. Durant against DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. Tries from 10. That's good on the jump shot. 9 points in the game so far. Warriors have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Here's the screen. Gay with the block.
You got to respect those long arms of Gay. I mean, superb at swatting shots away. Put those big hands.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. San Antonio with the ball. And the pass to DeRozan. Over Durant. DeRozan's shot is off.
Got to make those shots. Not sure how he missed it. Defense was just okay.
And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Green. Durant's got it all tied up now for the Warriors. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And then Gay with the dunk.
That's Rudy Gay up off the ground and dunking it down hard. Nice to see that.
And so here is Golden State. Here's Curry. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops.
Everything that Curry does seems to be fast. He shoots it fast, makes quick decisions with the ball, great ball handling with quick hands. Opponents at a loss with how to guard Steph Curry.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Gasol. Walker comes in for Manu Ginobili. And Murray subbed in for Bryn Forbes. Thompson for three. He can't get that one to fall. And that one is off. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Spurs lead by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you like and not like about how your team is playing?
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output from both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio? And that does it for our half.
A look there at the Golden Gate Bridge, blanketed, shrouded in fog. What a sight. Welcome back to the Bay Area, everyone. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
Durant and Green are the forwards. The tremendous pair of Curry and Clay in the backcourt. And it's Cousins in its center. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Prior to the start of the last season, Aldridge signed a contract extension to stay with San Antonio to the surprise of many. Most fans thought he wanted out.
Well, I think the Spurs bet on Aldridge turning things around a little bit. Maybe after 1 year in the system, he would find it to be a little bit more comfortable. And he ended up having one of his best seasons to date. I mean, you could include his years in Portland in that as a cornerstone for the Spurs franchise now. Sometimes it just takes a clear head and a little bit of communication. And Pop and LaMarcus sat down and had that talk. And last year he had a tremendous, tremendous season.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, LaMarcus Aldridge and the Spurs got through some tension in their relationship early on. Now, Greg Popovich said it became apparent that it really was me. He'd been in the league for 9 years. I'm not going to turn him into some other player. That was just silly. So we took care of it. He's been fantastic. Guys?
That's why Pop is the best in the business, DA. He's always going to figure it out. Thanks. Green dishes to Durant. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
They look frustrated, 0 for 3. Not how you want to start the third quarter.
Gay passes to DeRozan. And they double up DeRozan. That shot off. Nice D from Durant. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's DeRozan, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. DeRozan's got 4 points this quarter.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here's Durant, and he can't stop this drought. Another miss. The Warriors' Steve Kerr, the fastest coach in major American sports history to 250 wins. Brent, he gave all the credit to his players. But you talk about what makes him special.
Well, I think Steve just really timed it right in terms of when it was he was going to approach the next phase of his life, waiting for his children to be in a good place, waiting for him mentally to be in a spot where he was going to take over a talented team and put his imprint on it. His experience in Phoenix in the front office, teaching him about what it takes to move players around and make trades. Just a proper approach and the proper timing for Steve to take over a basketball club, and then to bring all of what he learned from Greg Popovich and Phil Jackson to the table, along with a lot of his own. And I think Steve thought long and hard and prepared himself on a lot of levels about what the job was going to be for him. We've seen that play out rather nicely in the last few years.
Here's DeRozan. San Antonio again missing. Thompson outside. Yep, it counts. Now just a 3-point San Antonio lead.
And Clay can be a matchup problem at the 2-guard spot with that kind of size. He can score over the top of defenders on the interior.
And finished off by Gasol.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And to me, this is why they're winning, guys. Unlikely players stepping up huge against a defense that's really nowhere to be found.
And that one's good. Cousins.
The way that Cousins keeps that one in control, an amazing job how he fights through the contact, something he is very used to.
Murray, the pass to Gasol. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Different look here for the Warriors. Jordan Bell's checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. McCaw, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Gasol. Bellinelli comes in for Rudy Gay. Walker's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray.
Largely a shoot-first guy, but Mills does have solid court vision and passing ability, which you saw right there.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Iguodala gets the bucket. Spurs leading by 3. Here's Walker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Spurs have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. No good on that one. So he comes up empty at the line. McCaw kicks to Livingston. And Poeltl pulls it down. Poeltl's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Spurs out in front. They're up by 3. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
This game is about points. We got to be.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The 4th quarter of action getting started. On the court right now for the Spurs. Poeltl is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mills. Then there's Bellinelli. And it's Walker in at the 2. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Cousins.
Cousins with the muscle, that time terrific at cutting to the cup and then playing through all the contact.
Here's Aldridge. Bell with the block. Now here's Cousins to take the lead. Second chance shot. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Walker kicks to Bellinelli. Now here is Poeltl. He's guarded by Cousins. Bell with the block.
At a young age, Bell has proven to be a great shot blocker with tremendous timing.
Curry's checked in for Sean Livingston. The Spurs also with the sub. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Patty Mills.
No doubt that last season was the best year LaMarcus has had, not just as a Spur, but maybe ever. Numbers across the board, both offensively and defensively, carrying and shouldering the load without Kawhi Leonard for just about all the season. It's pretty impressive stuff.
And for Aldridge last year, Brent, a far cry from when he asked to be traded. Then had a sit-down with Greg Popovich, and that seemed to straighten things out.
Yeah, there were some frustrations for him, and the only way as a player you're going to have clarity is to sit down with your coach and hash it out. And Pop was more than willing to do that and reset some things for LaMarcus Aldridge, and they figured out a way to get through it. And it seems like whatever that clarity was, it worked out best for both parties.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Ginobili touched it last.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. Curry kicks to McCaw. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Bellinelli passes to Aldridge. And the foul on Jordan Bell. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
The Warriors making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Aldridge. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Thompson for 3. The rebound by the Spurs.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Aldridge. Bellinelli dishes to Aldridge. Another shot. Over Bell. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That's his first foul.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. San Antonio also making some changes. Pau Gasol, he's checked in for Poeltl. Gay comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And Murray subbed in for Walker. Curry fires from way outside. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Aldridge kicks to Gasol. They set the pick. Gay outside. Back to Gasol. Clock at 2. Over Thompson. And Gasol gets it to go. And the Spurs lead by 6.
And Gasol is a high IQ player, a guy who keeps his eye on the shot clock at all times so he can get off a clean look.
Green, no luck. And San Antonio shooting just 31% in the game. It's deflected. And it's the Warriors on the break. Curry leading the charge. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game. Inside, and then Gay with the dunk.
Well, at this point in his career, playmaking is Manu's strong point. Locates the open man there.
Warriors trail by 6. Right side Curry to the inside. The 11-footer kicks it out to Iguodala. Launches a 3. It's good from long range.
Man, it doesn't matter what kind of game it is. Andre Iguodala ready to step up.
And the whistle blow is going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's his first foul. Kevin Durant's checked in for Andre Iguodala. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Spurs. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Durant against Gay. Now here's Durant. He's covered closely. No good with the elbow jumper. And San Antonio shooting just 30% from the field here in the 4th. DeRozan against Thompson. Over Thompson. Uses the glass to drop it in. There's 42 seconds left in the 4th quarter. It's Curry outside. Poked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. San Antonio with the ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter. Here's Durant. Count it!
Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
29 seconds left in the game. And they go to the intentional foul. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Shoots. San Antonio with the rebound. And now they foul and stop the clock.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And those attempts right now at the charity stripe are helping them pull away.
Curry kicks to Cousins.
And you got to know the ball is going to Cousins. I mean, when the game is tight, that's the guy they want to have deliver.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up missing both free throws. On its way from Curry for two, but they get it back. Takes the three. No good.
Pau Gasol, such a capable defender, especially in terms of his body positioning. That time getting the hand in the face of his man.
And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one